Rousseau on Education and Human Nature. Jean-Jacques Rousseau's ideas on education, as articulated in his influential work Émile, or On Education, 1762, revolutionized thinking about child development, pedagogy, and the relationship between society and human nature. Rousseau's philosophy rests on the belief that humans are naturally good but are corrupted by society, and education should aim to preserve and nurture this innate goodness. Rousseau begins Émile by rejecting traditional approaches to education, which he saw as overly rigid and oppressive. He argued that these methods stifled curiosity, creativity, and individuality, turning children into passive recipients of knowledge rather than active learners. Instead, Rousseau proposed a child-centered approach that respects the natural stages of human development. Central to Rousseau's philosophy is the idea of negative education. This concept emphasizes avoiding the premature imposition of societal norms and knowledge on children. Instead of forcing children to conform to adult expectations, educators should allow them to learn through experience, observation, and interaction with their environment. This approach fosters critical thinking, independence, and self-discovery. Rousseau divides education into 3 stages corresponding to a child's developmental phases. The first stage, from birth to age 12, focuses on sensory and physical development. During this period, children should explore the world through their senses, learning from direct experiences rather than abstract instruction. Rousseau believed that this stage lays the foundation for later intellectual and moral growth. The second stage, from ages 12 to 15, is characterized by the awakening of reason. Here, children begin to understand cause and effect, enabling them to learn about science, mathematics, and the natural world. Rousseau emphasized that education at this stage should still be tied to practical experiences, ensuring that knowledge remains relevant and engaging. The final stage, beginning at age 15, focuses on moral and social education. Rousseau argued that adolescents are ready to grasp abstract concepts like justice, duty, and responsibility. At this stage, educators should guide students in developing empathy, compassion, and a sense of civic duty, preparing them for their roles as active members of society. Rousseau's philosophy also includes controversial views on gender and education. He believed that women and men have different natural roles, with women's education primarily preparing them for domestic and nurturing duties. While this perspective reflects the biases of his era, it has sparked critical discussions about gender roles and the nature of education. In addition to his pedagogical theories, Rousseau's views on human nature are foundational to his educational philosophy. He argued that humans are born free, virtuous, and equal but are corrupted by societal institutions such as private property, organized religion, and authoritarian governments. Education, in Rousseau's view, should help individuals retain their natural goodness while equipping them to navigate and reform society. Rousseau's emphasis on experiential learning, individual development, and moral education has profoundly influenced modern educational practices. His ideas resonate with progressive education movements, which prioritize active learning, creativity, and the holistic development of students. The Montessori method, for example, reflects many of Rousseau's principles, emphasizing self-directed learning and the importance of the environment in shaping education. Rousseau also believed that education plays a critical role in shaping citizens for a just society. For him, the purpose of education extends beyond personal growth to include preparation for civic engagement. A well-educated individual, according to Rousseau, is one who understands their responsibilities to others and works to advance the common good. The legacy of Émile is evident in contemporary debates about the purpose of education, the importance of childhood, and the role of societal institutions in shaping individuals. By advocating for an education that aligns with natural development and moral integrity, Rousseau laid the groundwork for a vision of learning that remains deeply relevant today.